Please hear me out for a moment. I want to explain something from my experience that might help concepts like God, religion, and karma make more sense. These are subjects people bring up to me the most. My intention isn't to convince anyone. It is simply to invite reflection, to think, to reason, and to take only what makes sense to you. In December 2025, I shared a video on Instagram and Facebook in 9 short chapters about God's journey and the illusion of separation. The full version is on YouTube, and on the link is on my bio if you didn't watch it. Once again, what I'm sharing doesn't come from religion. It comes from my own experience. It's not coming from a belief. At the end of 2022, during a meditation, I had a very profound experience. I became aware of myself in the vastness of the universe, feeling a kind of love I had never experienced or imagined existed. There was no fear, there was no judgment, no doubt, nothing like that. Everything felt coherent, everything made sense. I felt as if I was witnessing creation itself emerging together with consciousness. The energy felt strong, grounded, and deeply loving. And while that experience doesn't belong to any religion, it is something many religions have tried to describe in their own language and level of understanding. And that's where many things became misunderstood. But the experience comes first because my soul was still connected to my physical body. My human mind tried to translate what I was experiencing. That's where human emotions appear. Feelings like loneliness and a kind of sadness, not because source felt them, but because that was the closest way my mind could make sense of something infinite, maybe? It's hard to explain. From that moment, it became very clear to me, not because I learned it, but because I experienced what I already knew. God, source, consciousness, however you name it, is not separate from us. It is not something outside of creation. Creation is consciousness experiencing itself. Religion didn't create God. Religions emerge as a way for humans to maintain a connection with the infinite at a time when they didn't yet realize that connection was direct and didn't require a mediator or an external authority. And when those experiences were no longer understood, interpretations took over, misunderstandings began to surface, and that's when fear started to appear. What became clear to me through that meditation experience is what later took shape as the video God, Creation, and the Birth of Souls. It's not a teaching, it's not a belief system. It's simply the closest way I can share what I lived through. If you'd like to see the full story without interruptions, it's on YouTube, like I said. I'm not asking you to believe any of this. I'm simply sharing an experience. Take what makes sense to you, leave what doesn't, and most importantly, let your own experience guide you.